You're not bad at meditating. Someone just taught you a version of meditation that doesn't work for your nervous system, your brain, or your consciousness. Because somewhere along the way, meditation has gotten reduced to sit still, back straight, palms up, close your eyes, stop thinking. And then half of us sit there thinking, am I thinking? I'm definitely thinking. Wait, was that a thought? Damn it, I'm doing it again. No. Today, I want to completely dismantle that idea, because meditation isn't necessarily about making your mind blank. It's about changing your relationship with your attention. And there are many ways to do that. So today, we're going to experiment with 3 different types of meditation. And by the end of this video, I want you to know which one your system responds to best. This is actually the beginning of something new here on What the Frequency. Welcome to the Consciousness Toolkit. Beautiful soul, I've been creating something behind the scenes that brought me to a realization. There are so many consciousness tools. Meditation, breathwork, qigong, yoga, journaling, crystals, color, tarot, pendulums, automatic writing, sound, numerology, astrology, dream work, channeling, and sometimes spirituality becomes another gigantic checklist of things we're supposedly supposed to be doing. That's not what I want. I want us to discover what actually works for you. What changes your state? What makes you clearer? What helps you become present? What helps you hear yourself? What helps you regulate? What makes you feel more creative, connected, intuitive, grounded, or alive? Because the best consciousness tool isn't necessarily the most mystical one. It's the one that actually helps you. And that's the idea behind this entire new series. We're going to explore consciousness modalities one at a time. I'll show you what they are, why people use them, what we actually know about them, what spiritual tradition says about them, and most importantly, how you can experiment with them yourself. Don't believe me. Experience it. Observe yourself. Keep what works. Release what doesn't. That's sovereignty. And this series is accompanying another project I've been creating, the Frequency Planner. September 2026 is our free introductory month. This is not simply another planner telling you when to wake up, drink your water, and answer emails. We're not just checking boxes off. We're approaching planning differently. Instead of only asking, what do I need to accomplish today? We are also asking, what state am I accomplishing it from? Because you can have 3 things written on a to-do list, but if you're dysregulated, exhausted, scattered, and disconnected from yourself, that list can feel impossible. So the Frequency Planner brings consciousness into everyday planning. We'll explore things like the numerological frequency of the day, supportive colors, crystals and minerals, practices, reflection, energetic observation, wellness, and different consciousness tools. But there's something essential that I want you to understand. The planner isn't supposed to become another authority over you. If the planner suggests meditation for that day, and your entire being says, self, I need to go walk barefoot outside. Then go outside. We're learning to use tools without giving our sovereignty to the tools. That's why this series exists alongside it. I don't want to just hand you a planner. I want to help you build your own consciousness toolkit. And we're beginning with perhaps the most famous consciousness practice of all, meditation. Meditation is much bigger than just sitting cross-legged with your eyes closed. At its simplest, meditation involves intentionally training or directing awareness and attention. Different traditions have developed very different forms of it. Some focus on breath, some use mantra, some involve visualization, some involve prayer or contemplation, some observe thoughts without engaging them, some involve movement, some cultivate compassion, some simply practice being present. So when someone says, I can't meditate because I can't stop thinking, I want to lovingly challenge the premise. Your brain produces thoughts. That's one of the things brains do. You don't sit beside a river and become frustrated because the river keeps rivering. You witness it move. Thought, thought, memory, sound, sensation, thought, and eventually you begin understanding that you can notice a thought without surrendering to the thought. That premise provides a little bit of space. That's powerful because that same skill can follow you out of meditation. Someone irritates you. Instead of immediately reacting, you just notice, my body is getting activated. Sweaty palms, racing heart. I'm creating a story about what they meant. Compulsive thoughts provide no solution. I'm getting defensive. When your nervous system is activated, your manifestations are not. But now you have space, and inside that space, you have created choice. That's where meditation stops being something you do for 10 minutes in the morning and starts becoming something that you live. Now let's take it one layer deeper. Meditation can also become a laboratory for consciousness. When external stimulation decreases, you begin noticing things that were already happening beneath all the noise. Sensations, emotions, images, memories, ideas, associations, intuitive impressions, sometimes extremely creative insights, sometimes absolutely nothing profound whatsoever. And that's okay too. Not every meditation needs to be a portal. Sometimes you just need to breathe. And I think that's important to say in spiritual spaces. An unusual sensation during meditation doesn't automatically prove supernatural contact. A mental image isn't automatically prophecy. A thought isn't an automatic download. We can remain curious without immediately assigning meaning. Observe first, interpret second, discern always. Because as we develop consciousness, we're not trying to become more gullible. We're becoming more aware. I want you to experiment with 3 approaches. Don't decide intellectually using your brain which one is best. Let your body decide. The anchor. This is probably closest to what people imagine when they hear the word meditation. If it is safe for you to do so, get comfortable. You don't have to sit on the floor. Sit in a chair. Lie down if you want to immediately fall asleep. Keep your eyes open if closing them doesn't feel comfortable. Then choose an anchor. Your breath is an easy one. Don't force it. Simply notice. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale completely. Feel the air moving. Notice your chest, your belly, the tiny paws, and eventually, because you're human, a thought appears. Maybe I need groceries. Okay. Notice it and gently return to your anchor. Your breath. Here's another thought. Notice it. Return. And another. Be a witness and return. That return is the practice. You didn't fail because your attention wandered. The moment you notice that it wandered, you're practicing awareness. Try this for 3 minutes, not 30, just 3. You're building relationship here, not endurance. The moving meditation. This one is for everyone who has tried sitting meditation and thought, well, this sucks. You may meditate better through movement. Walk, stretch, practice Qigong. Move slowly around your room. Go outside, and instead of disappearing into thought, bring attention completely into sensation. Feel your foot contact the ground. Heel, ball, toes. Notice the temperature, wind, muscle movement, sound, breathing. Don't analyze the experience. Experience the experience. You may discover that movement quiets your mental noise far more effectively than sitting still. That doesn't mean you failed meditation. Movement may be your doorway into it. Washing dishes, folding laundry, or sweeping are mindless activities that work well for some people to meditate with. Expansive, receptive meditation. Now we're going in the opposite direction. Instead of narrowing your attention into one anchor, allow your awareness to widen. Get comfortable. Breathe. And simply notice whatever enters awareness. A sound, sensation, a thought, maybe an image, an emotion, a memory. Nothing needs to be chased. In this practice, A car is equivalent to a thought. Imagine yourself sitting beside a highway, watching cars pass. Here comes the thought. There it goes. Here comes another one. There it goes. Here comes an idea that feels important, and there it goes. Notice it. You can write it down afterward. This style can be particularly interesting for people exploring creativity, intuition, or what they personally experience as spiritual reception. But remember our rule. Reception and interpretation are two different stages. Receive first, record it, then discern. You don't have to decide what everything means while it's happening. Now here's your first Consciousness Toolkit experiment. Over the next 3 days, try all 3 versions. Day 1, anchor meditation, 3 to 10 minutes. Day 2, moving meditation for 3 to 10 minutes. Day 3, receptive meditation, again for just 3 to 10 minutes. And afterward, don't just check the box off. Record your state. Before, how did I feel? After, how do I feel now? Did my body soften? Did my thoughts slow down? Did I become energized, sleepy, emotional, creative? Did an idea arrive? Did I feel irritated? Did I hate it? That's information too. This is exactly the kind of awareness we're cultivating through the frequency planner. We're looking for patterns because after enough observation, you may discover, whoa, moving meditation works incredibly well when I'm mentally scattered, or receptive meditation gives me my best creative ideas, or breath-focused meditation regulates me before difficult conversations. Now meditation has become useful. You aren't meditating because spiritual people meditate. You are deliberately choosing a tool because you understand what it does for you. And that's where we're headed with this entire series. Meditation is only tool number 1. We're going to experiment with breathwork, journaling, pendulums, tarot and oracle, sound, crystals, qigong, automatic writing, intuition, all of the clairs, channeling, numerology, color, and plenty more. Some tools may become lifelong practices. Some you'll try once and say, no, not my tool. Beautiful. That's still discovery, because I don't want to teach you how to become dependent on another system. I want to give you enough systems to discover your system. The free September 2026 Frequency Planner is designed to help you begin that experiment. September is our laboratory. We're observing frequency state, patterns, practices, synchronicities, wellness, and what actually helps us become more intentional humans. Then on 10/10, the 10/10/10 portal, we move into the full frequency planner. So if you want to experiment with us, you can find the free September edition through my Gumroad. The link will be in the description. And then come back here, because we're building this toolkit together, one modality at a time. And before you leave, tell me something in the comments. Have you ever believed you were bad at meditation? And if you already meditate, what kind actually works for you? Stillness? Movement? Breath? Guided meditation? Music? Walking? Or something completely different? Your answer might help somebody else realize they've never been bad at meditation. They've simply been trying to enter through the wrong damn door. I am SarahSigma, and this is What the Frequency. A place where remembering is sacred, healing is rebellion, and love is the frequency that never fades. Until next time, stay awake, stay gentle, and stay harmonic. One love, one light, one mission. Solam. Aveo.